Hey guys, I thought I would give an update on what I've been doing. So on the first day I was kind of busy and I didn't play as much as I wanted, but still I now it's been 24 hours since the league launched. So I wanted to give an update. So you can see in my build I have the Hirmsaro, I got the H-Shiver and the Kikazaru. So that's cool. Plus I got a +1 weapon which I need to update soon. +1 weapon and some cold damage, plus flat cold damage to spells. It could be better, like if I had an open suffix, I could have crafted mind throwing speed, but it is what it is for now. I will probably upgrade this next. I got a 6 link and actually managed to corrupt my Exsanguinate to level 21, so I had 7 of them and one of those actually hit 21, so I'm glad this is done. You don't need quality for this build because we're not using the dot portion, only the hit portion of the Exsanguinate. So yeah, level 21 is pretty much the best you can do. My shield isn't bad, but it's not the best either. It has some cold damage and a +1 to fizz, so it's doing the thing. The belt really needs an upgrade, but it has a bunch of life, some energy on the implicit, and some resistance. So for now, that's what I'm using. Yeah, getting the 6th link was a pain. For some reason, whoever I messaged never answered. I ended up paying 60 chaos for it and crafted it with some essences, and this is what I came up with. It's not the best, but for now it will do. Um, I will probably try to get a empower level 3 or 4 soon. We'll see. As you can see, I'm not the richest. I have a divine and a couple of chaos. I have a bunch of stuff I have a bunch of scarabs and stuff like that I need to sell. But yeah, and I also need to craft my flask. I no longer need the basement flask, for example. So yeah, this is where I am. The boots, I actually crafted them with the link mechanic. So yeah, the link mechanic is really interesting. I still need to test some stuff. I'm for sure not ready to put a guide out about how to use it. But there's some really interesting stuff you can do with the link mechanic. This is just something I did. I've used a bunch of like elemental stuff, lightning and cold. I actually targeted them and that made them higher tier. It ended up doing this. For sure, it's not the best item, but I thought it was cool to do this because it was what I was working on. The life regen, not so much, but I guess while targeting life, it can also give you life regen. But yeah, it gave me movement speed, which I wanted. It gave me some life and some resistance. And then, of course, the implicit were in there. I just added them after having this item done. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, what I didn't talk about, the ring is just a bunch of resistance plus the a tier 1 life. So this is pretty good and some energy. So I'm happy to use this. Um, yeah, oh yeah, one thing I wanted to talk about, if you are using the build, for some reason, I don't know if you felt the same, but I was using the detonate mines is triggered while you are moving, and when I was using pyroclast mine, it felt pretty good, but then I switched to exsanguinate, and for some reason it felt clunky. So what I decided to do is instead use automation. So in order to use automation, you need to link it to detonate mines, and then it works just like an aura. So you have to trigger it. If you see, if I throw down my mines, it will not trigger them, right? I have to manually do it. But if I use the automation, they will trigger all the time. Okay. So what happens that while you're clearing, you want to use the automation, and while you're in front of a boss or in between phases of our boss, you want to remove this. Oops, sorry, I'll put the ND on. Yeah, you want to remove it, stack a bunch of mines, and then manually detonate them. Alright? Well, hope this helps. Yeah, now I'm ready to blast. I just hit level 90, so I can craft everything I want with rock. up to level 86, as I stated in a previous video. Hope the hope your league start has been good. For me personally, I was pretty busy in real life, so I had to stop it from like rushing through the campaign every once in a while. But it was still good. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you are having a blast with the build or having some problems, and I'll try to answer every single comment. So this is the atlas I've been using, focusing on expedition and the syndicate, so June. Uh, I I'm not working on the link mechanic right now because I want to focus on crafting with rug, and then I'll go back to the link mechanic, as I think it is probably close to what the first harvest was. I don't know if you were playing on Harvest League or Ritual, but it looks pretty good since you can block some stuff, but not totally block, but kind of like reduce the chance of getting something you don't want and upgrade the chance of getting something you actually want, and also upgrade the tier. So yeah, I think it has a lot of potential, but for now I will craft a bunch of stuff with rug, and later I will go back to link mechanic. But as you can see, I just rushed to this node, the unwavering vision, to get 20 uh, additional Atlas passive skill points, which I think most people did for League Start as it's pretty OP. But the sad part is that you no longer get scarabs. So yeah, but yeah, as you can see, a bunch of um, harvest, not harvest, sorry, expedition stuff. I uh I removed these points for red maps because I don't know if you are at red maps right now, but the link mechanic on red maps, sometimes the combo of the link mechanic plus a certain pack is kind of crazy. So I didn't want to like go into a pack and then explode everything into expedition and get broken apart. So for now, I'm not using this, but I will probably get it back once I'm ready for expedition and red maps. Um, yeah, so I'm still working on getting some more points in June. By the way, this been so good for EXP, working with the syndicate. And yeah, the expedition not so much. I only got 2 logbooks out of like more than 100 map I ran, and I have guaranteed expedition. So I think I got pretty unlucky, to be honest, but it happens. What can you do? So yeah, now that I'm level 90, I will start crafting with rug and see what I can come up with. The reason why I want to be in level 90 is once you are level 90, you can get the highest item level possible. So item level 86. As you can see, some item like this one is 86. So yeah, I'm pretty hype. Now we'll start really crafting a bunch of stuff and see what I can come up with. I will probably craft an upgrade for the belt, probably for the boots too, hopefully for the shield, and of course I need something way better than this for the amulet. But yeah, as I said, I'm just using it for the all attribute for now. And the crit chance is not bad, but yeah, I need something better. Yeah, so that's about it for the day 1 update. Hopefully you have a blast playing the build. If you're not playing this build, let me know what build you're playing and how you're dealing with the lead mechanic. Personally, sometimes I get one shot. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. So you really have to check the mods they have and not just randomly run every single map without checking. Well, at least I'm not at that level yet. We'll see later down the road. Anyway, as always, take care, guys.